Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a quick video. We're just going to do it on algos. I did promise a video on algo probably about a few days back now. And we did the live stream. When was this? When did we do the live stream? What day is it today? Monday. So yeah, we did on Friday. So on Friday I said this out of all the coins that we looked at, surprisingly had the one that was going to yield the most so far as the chart is concerned. We had nice bullish divergence. They've been brewing for a long time. Have been oversold to the max. Well, not to the max, obviously. This is cryptocurrency we're talking about, but it had a pullback of over 60% since the buy the rumor, sell the news of the World Cup, which appeared to be the fate of all of these things, and now it's sort of moving back up. So we've surpassed our first two targets already. We're just moving currently above the second target, around 18 cents. The next major big target is bordering that 20-cent zone. So, at the moment, because the run has been so, well, I suppose, sustained and significant, and again, this has been pretty sweet, so far so good. It's up 12%. I know that sounds like nothing, but in this environment, that is definitely okay, all right? That is definitely good, especially that's given to us from a technical perspective. That is a decent trade, over, since, like I say, since the live stream, I suppose. So about 4 days, 3 or 4 days. I know that we all want 100x's, and one day we will get them. But for the moment, these are the sort of things that we have to do. If we want to make money, you're going to have to buy low, sell high, over and over and over again. Your accountant's going to hate you, but this is just the way it's going to have to be. So it seems okay. Now, on the 4-hour, we've not got any pump or signals for continuation, but we have crossed above the 0 point. We are looking relatively hot on the money flow index and on the RSI. We don't have bearish divergence, not yet, but we will start to get that shortly, which is why this move, like I say, even though it's 12% so far, doesn't seem big. It's big enough to think about scaling out of, I suppose, if you bought the lows like we did on Friday. So, if we do continue with this little run, we still have a fair bit to go, another 9%. If it were to just do that today, bordering 10%, it's the 200 exponential I would expect to see finding the resistance on this, and that would be the top target. I'm not saying that that's where it's going to go. That would be the top target. It doesn't have to do that on this first stage of the run. We could start to consolidate a little bit. We could even go sideways for a little bit and get this pump signal, which could be the thing that takes us there. Now, if we just have a look on we'll look at the 12-hour to see what that says. Again, 12-hour has been ricocheted off this 21 and 10, so looking okay as far as momentum's concerned. It's still good, not overheated on this 12-hourly, and we're still not above the 0 point. So this is why I suppose this is quite a nice looking chart. And something I suppose you could do, we take all the noise off, and we could, where is it? Invert the scale. Now, when we see this sort of rounded top, it's easier to see where you think, oh god, this is a problem. All right, so we've had a nice big run, we've had a really big rally, we've bought the dips, we're looking great, and now we've got a rounded top, and it looks like it wants to fall back down into itself. Now remember, we've inverted the scale here, so actually the real life situation is more hopeful than that, because actually now we're seeing a rounded bottom. Now this is a bear market still, the whole market is still in a sustained downtrend. We have to respect that on the higher term timeframes, but looking at it from that perspective makes it feel a little bit more hopeful that actually there is going to be some more sustained rally on this one. Not 100x rallies, maybe just incremental steps of, maybe 5% here, 10% there. And again, we're targeting that area, which is more or less the 20-cent zone on algo. Daily. The daily is approaching a resistance now. It's 1850. And again, 18.5 cent is basically another incremental step up, and we should really expect to see a resistance around here. Last time we touched the 21 exponential was over here, and it wasn't pretty. So there is a lot of ground to make up on a lot of coins all over the place, but it doesn't mean that it can't break through these resistances. It's worthy of recognizing where they are. Let's have a look at Algo to BTC. Same deal, more or less a carbon copy of the same chart, really. It looks exactly the same, but it's recovering to an extent, I would say. It's recovering to an extent. About to approach the 21 exponential at 1100 sats, and then if we can regain that, I think the 1200 sat zone would be the next major target. And, we could look back on this chart maybe in 6 months, 12 months time and go, wow, that was oversold. That was oversold to the max, because we don't spend much time down at these low levels. In fact, we've only ever been down here once on this catastrophic crash. If we go to a weekly and just have a little look at all of this stuff, we see that most of the time we stay within this channel. We do dip down into the 1000 sat zone occasionally, and then we recover back up to the top, down to the bottom occasionally, and maybe in a 6, 12, 24 months we move back up to the top. So we're talking 5000 sats. Doesn't have to happen, but it seems to have happened throughout this chart's history. Doesn't have to happen again though, but it seems to have happened before. So there isn't really much more to say about it than that. I would be focused on the tether pair more than anything at the moment. I'm focused on the 4 hourly because that's where we want to be, looking for that pump signal. And let's check the 4 hourly here. Yeah, we would also be waiting for the pump signal to take place on the Bitcoin pair. So both Tether and Bitcoin charts offer the same thing, which haven't yet happened. And when it does happen, if and when it does happen, we should be looking for another big launch back up. But the money flow index is quite hot, and we don't have bearish divergence yet, but they are both hot on Tether and the Bitcoin pair. So we can't really, and we shouldn't really expect a breakout above 20 cents from this point. Not really, no. Also, traditional markets are opened again now for the new year. This is it now, so we're back to normal days, normal trading days, normal working days. We're gonna have to see how they behave. And a quick look at the euro showed me that they are pulling back already, which is again something I expected. Don't know as this is going to be the main one that pulls us all the way back. This is only the second drive of bearish divergence, to which I was anticipating. Maybe the third drive will do it, but a spike high will gather some shorts, and that could take us back down to either retest the golden cross 104, maybe the bottom of this trend line, which is 103.4, or worst case scenario, we break down and go all the way down to, well, parity, and hopefully we bounce from there. But I think if we go back to parity, I think that's it. So this is the scary part of trading all assets, which is the euro, and if the euro can make or break. I think it's going to break. I think it's going to break to the down. I think we're going to see something along these lines and then get picked up. But if we don't get picked up, then yeah, everything is get devastated. The S&P will continue to get decimated, and we will see new lows form on everything sooner rather than later. Anyway, that'll do for now. I'll leave it with you there. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.